All right, it says I'm live. Hope you guys are doing really well, but I kind of wanted to jump on because I've got a bit of a hot tip for you. And I want to tell you and help you guys understand how focusing on your budget is actually keeping you broke, keeping you stuck exactly where you are, keeping you in that cycle of doing well for a season and then all falling apart. And I want to help you understand this afternoon that, the actions that we take basically are pointless, meaningless, unless they're backed up by something we're going to talk about in just a moment as well. I mean, honestly, if it was as simple as creating a budget, then why do we see everybody still struggling? Why is saving money hard? If it was just as simple as creating a budget, putting that together, fantastic. Let's do that now. There'd be more people, more success, and the people around us. But so many people right now still struggling. And if we're honest, for a large part, we know what we should be doing. We should be trying to save money, right? We should be saving money. We should be paying off debt. We should be, investing in our future. We all know that we should be doing things, but there is a reason that we're not doing it. And that's what I want to talk about this afternoon. So hopefully I'm going to bring that up right now. So just let me share an image that I've got loaded here with you guys as well. So hopefully that's come up all right. But this is the cycle of beliefs and thoughts. All right. And as you can see it right now, this is essentially why. This is why for a vast majority of us, we don't see success. For a vast majority of us, this is what keeps us stuck. The results we see in life are direct result of the actions that we take, which come from our feelings, which come from our thoughts and beliefs. And this is a cycle that has gone on in every area of your life forever and a day. Since the day you're born to this very moment now, you live in this cycle. And a budget is an action, right? So it's focusing in on this section here, focusing in on actions, right? And starting there means we're missing the core components to actually make it work. All right. And it's probably true for a vast majority of us in the life that we've lived so far. If you think about some of the things that happen in life, the results that we see in life, they either confirm the belief and thoughts that we already have or challenge us to change it. And then we go around that cycle again. We have beliefs and thoughts that dictate our feelings. Those feelings dictate the actions that we take, and those actions dictate the results that we see. And then the circle goes around and around and around again. If the core components are missing to make the actions that we take work, which are obviously the thoughts and beliefs, what people kind of refer to quite often as the money mindset, right? Most couples spend a vast majority of their time focusing in on their actions, the budget they put together and trying to do this, trying to do that. And they're just focusing on that, which is like trying to force something, like this might be something that you can relate to, is this concept of just feeling like you have to push and push and push and push. It just feels like you're pushing a big old boulder up a hill. But this is one of the single biggest reasons that I see results with the couples that I work with. Honestly, this is what a lot of what I do hinges on. And I mean, I'll go through a couple of examples. I actually spoke to these guys last night, but Jonathan and Jane are a classic example. They're a couple from Victoria. I spoke to them literally last night on a call. But when we first met, they weren't saving anything at all. They made good money, but they couldn't save, But after taking the time to work on their thoughts and beliefs around money, they actually turned it around. And 7 months later, actually bought their first house together, which was absolutely incredible. I mean, I'm sure you guys have seen some of the messenger screenshots, some of the WhatsApp message screenshots that I share. But that's a classic example. Jonathan and Jane came to me making good money, did not, weren't saving. They knew that they should. They had the budget written up, but they weren't saving, But it wasn't until we did the work on the thoughts and beliefs around money that we really started to see change. Or Jacob and Georgia, this is another great example that I literally spoke with these guys like a week ago. But these guys entered into my world kind of saving a bit here and there. They were kind of doing a little bit. But Georgia was fully into her budget. She was a number cruncher from way back. I think that's even, her claim to fame is that she is a number cruncher. But it wasn't until we really started to challenge the beliefs and thoughts and the thinking and our money mindset side of things for these two that they then started saving serious money. They took what they were doing, which was, okay, and they made it great by addressing and working through some of the thoughts and beliefs that they have towards money. Look, I've got a bunch more examples that I could share with you guys, but you kind of get the idea. We need to spend time working on our thoughts and beliefs around money, on our money mindset, the way we think about money, what we think of yourself, what you think of yourself with money is a good one, or what you think is possible for you with money. All of these things are part of it, because those thoughts and beliefs are like an internal rule book, right? And you can't break those rules. So if you have certain beliefs or thoughts about yourself around money, or the way you think about yourself with money, and then it comes time to take action, right? This is one of the reasons that you do well for a season and it all falls apart, is because your actions are actually contradicting the core thoughts and beliefs that you have about yourself, about money, whatever it might be. And so then you do well for a season, but you can't keep it going because you're breaking one of your internal rules, like that internal rule book that I was referring to. No matter how hard you try, you cannot continue doing it without addressing the thoughts and beliefs that you have. So if you want a different result in your life, if you want to start saving serious money, if you want to start paying down your debt, if you want to start investing in your future, you need to take different actions, right? We all understand that, yes, but if those actions aren't supported by your thoughts and beliefs, guess what? It doesn't last. This is, again, that cycle where we do well for a season, but it all falls apart. And willpower might fuel your engine for a season, but it won't last because it can't. Willpower is not enough to will you pass through breaking this internal rule book that you have built in. Especially, willpower is never going to work, especially if you don't have the thoughts and beliefs to kind of back up the actions that you want to take. So I hope that kind of makes sense. But the concept of me just jumping on this afternoon was literally to help you realize that one of the reasons that you're stuck in this cycle on repeat, or not actually being able to do the things that you should be doing, and you're not able to, save serious money, pay off the debt, grow your personal wealth, all that kind of wonderful stuff that we all really want to do, is because you have beliefs and thoughts that aren't enabling you to take the required action, or are influencing your actions to the point where you're maybe not taking the actions that you need to be taking. So it's really, really important that we understand that, and also realize that a vast majority of those beliefs and thoughts are based upon, our lived experience up until this point, whether that be the house that you grew up in, the reference point that you have. And one of the wonderful things that I actually get to see in the couples that I do work with is the understanding that comes when, for each other, like each partner. So, when they truly understand the impact, growing up in the house they did had on their thoughts and beliefs around money. It grows this massive amounts of empathy and understanding between couples as they work through this whole process. But again, I just kind of wanted to jump on, reiterate that, help you understand that, if you feel stuck in this cycle, there is a reason. You have some sort of thought or belief that is holding you back from, not just taking the required actions, but being able to stick with those actions as well to see the life-changing results that you desperately want to see. So, if you feel like you're stuck on any level, if you feel like you have belief and thoughts that aren't lining up, with what you want to do and achieve, then I'd encourage you to reach out. this is something that I can go deeper into if you want, but I just kind of wanted to give you like a higher level aspect of this as well. But if you want to see, also, as always, if you want to see what you could achieve if you had the right thoughts and beliefs to back up the actions you're trying to take, complete the Wealth Potential Calculator. Honestly, that's the space to go. That is the thing to do. Go to www.wealthpotentialcalculator.com, complete the calculator. It's a great free tool that reveals what you could do in just 12 weeks and as little as 12 weeks. So yeah, if you want to jump on, do that. and we can have a bit more of a conversation around some of those beliefs and thoughts that you might have that are preventing you from taking and sticking to the actions you need to be doing. I'm here, guys, working December because I want to help you make 2024 a year like no other. So, if that's something that you're interested in, I'd encourage you again to complete that calculator. But I love you guys. Hopefully you got some insight out of that, and just understanding that, the reasons you can't stick to it or you're stuck in this cycle is that you don't have the correct beliefs and thoughts around money, around yourself, to maintain those actions for the long term. All right. So I love you guys, and I will chat to you very soon.